Even the French have an
Yeah.
allied representative. Yeah, but they have the worst one.
Are you kidding? He was covered in bees.
Yeah?
It's an
You
awesome
can tell
power.
me that all you want. Oh no, he did have the Kung Fu, that's right.
And
The
they
Kung
weren't
Fu
just
made it
any
worth it.
bees. They were magic bees that could
They're magic bees that
teleport
could form
things.
in the vague shape of a Tommy gun. And
Which
they could
somehow
teleport
caused a
him.
real Tommy gun to appear.
And they could teleport him by, like, eating him and then spitting him out. Or whatever the hell they did. Let's see. I think that hits all the bosses. Well, Bolgan, he wasn't a Cobra,
No.
but
He didn't have a Russian accent either.
even though he was probably the most Russian of any of them,
Apparently.
because he was Gru. But his boss fight was interesting, especially with the handkerchief, although you gave up on it about halfway.
Yeah. Well, at the halfway point, I just couldn't get close enough to him to use the handkerchief.
Because he started flipping out.
Yeah. Didn't work too well on the Shagohod either.
Oh wow. Using a handkerchief of chloroform on a giant tank might not be the best idea.
This is Metal Gear, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't a Metal Gear. Well, actually, that would be even more reason it would work. It was a shitty precursor.
Right.
Man, they had no idea. They should have listened to Grannon.
Yeah.
Then there's no way that Big Boss would have won.
Good thing Ocelot was there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Ocelot. We haven't talked much about him.
We'll get to him. He'll be a
yeah.
part of our tinfoil hat session when we reach it at the end. Well, I must say something now. Our run through when I fought him, I shot his hat off into the crevice. Which I just remembered.
That just doesn't happen every day.
You'll never will Shia past this crevice. But yeah, I shot his hat into the crevice, and somehow he crouches behind a rock and it comes back.
He bullshied his hat.
I bullshied his hat right into the crevice.
And then he bullshied it back. All it took was sitting behind that rock.
Yes. You know where to go from
obviously
there.
The best thing said during that entire session.
Yeah.
You'll never bullshit past this crevice. Alright. What did you think of the actual ending?
Of 3?
Yeah.
Didn't explain much of anything that wasn't directly related to the storyline of 3. But it was a good ending. Definitely the most moving of the series so far.
Well, because it actually had one of the bosses actually had an was actually friends with Big Boss. Boss was actually friends with Jack. So you could actually establish some sort of connection. That hadn't happened because Solidus, I guess he was Raiden's adopted
father,
who was probably like the worst father ever. And
you should learn about a man named Joseph Fritzl. But anyways,
I'll get to that at some in my life. But yeah, we didn't talk about much of the plot of 3, so let's talk a little bit about the plot.
Okay.
It obviously introduced the precursor to the Patriots, which, since they'd gotten so much into them in 2, there's no way you could have left it out.
Right.
So we pretty much 3 establishes that everything that's happened, period, is because of the Patriots or the philosophers, what have you. which kind of gives everything a new outlook when you go back and actually really take a step back and look at everything.
Right.
Because even the first one was completely orchestrated.
Yeah.
The first Solid, even the Metal Gears before it. Even though Big Boss, he established Outer Heaven to defy the Patriots. It seems like whenever somebody wanted to try to defy the Patriots,
the only way they could do that was with some kind of terrorist takeover of something or other.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever someone wanted to defy the Patriots, they do the little takeover, and then the Patriots would send the main character.
Yeah.
You know, whether they knew it or not. Well, actually, nobody knew it. Because Bogan didn't know it. Because they sent Jack.
Mm.
They sent Big Boss.
Right.
And they sent Snake. All the times that he went in. And they sent Raiden as well. I forget why though.
And there's always an element they don't account for.
In 3, the element they didn't account for in the first one was.
That's what I'm thinking right now.
Probably Gray Fox.
No, he was definitely sent in. I'm supposing maybe Otacon's interference.
No, well, I don't know, because he cut off Ocelot's hand, which I'm sure wasn't what they were planning.
Right. I think they sent Gray Fox in. They just didn't know what he was going to do.
They couldn't keep him checked.
Right.
Otacon, maybe, because he's a little wuss. You wouldn't expect him to actually help.
Right. And they probably thought he was dead along with everyone else.
Probably. What was the
unexpected element of 2 was the appearance of the real Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Which didn't even make sense to me. He was dead. That was Iroquois Pliskin. He just looked like Snake.
Yeah, it wasn't Snake. It was Pliskin. It was Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Yeah. Using, like, I don't know.
All jocularity aside, yes, I used that word. I had jocularity. Thank you, Father Mulcahy. That's why I used it.
Yep.
Which is strange because it seemed like it was unaccounted for Ocelot, and he didn't even know the whole story.
What was in 3?
No, 2.
Oh.
The appearance of the real Solid Snake. He said that was a wild card.
Yeah.
Actually, the real wild card was Liquid then.
Yeah, Liquid would have been unaccounted for.
Because I don't know if they knew or not about Ocelot.
Mm-hmm.
He knew, kind of. I don't know whether he knew completely or not. He did, because he kept saying, no, not now.
Right.
Or, don't do this now, or something like that. But I don't know if he would remember anything. And now that they're completely merged, I don't know where that's going, but...
Right. Well, we'll find out. But in 3, the unaccounted element was definitely the Sorrow.
Yeah, because he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Even but if the Patriots are too, they should have kept him checked. They should have kept him in hell where he belonged.
I'm not sure the Sorrow would go to hell.
I'm pretty sure he's probably in this little limbo thing where he's not really anywhere. He's just kind of there. Obviously, that's probably why he could mess around as much as he did.
He went wherever the boss did. Remember we watched it happen
together?
Yeah, you saw them together with their horse, and and they just kind of dematerialized.
Yeah.
The horse didn't though.
Well,
the horse was alive.
Well, we should have fixed that. So every game had. I wonder what could possibly be an unchecked element in 4.
Well, let's see. New characters.
Sonny,
they would have to know about. They're the ones who took her.
Because they stole her?